all public servant, all missionary, policeman, warder, contractors, everyone. It's so nice to be back in Daru. I'm so happy to come back one more time. The last time I was here, Governor, it was raining. We were doing campaigning, and some possibly thought because it was raining, James Marape will not come back as Prime Minister. But God allows rain and God allows sun. And God allows us to continue on to be alive, to do work. And today, myself and the delegation from Port Moresby, we are happy to be here. It's just not us, the politicians who are here. I got a team from Prime Minister's Department, a team from National Planning, especially PM's Department of National Planning, the two main focus areas on how we must run our country and lead our country. They're here with me for us to actually get the work being progressed on some of our commitments to our nation, and especially for you here in Western Province and in this electorate, a very important strategic electorate. It is not by accident we are here. We're here to do work, and today I am happy to be standing here on the 27th of December 2022 when many are at rest and holidays. I appeal to public servants who are at rest and on holidays. There is no holiday for us. You only rest on Sabbath or Sunday for those who worship on Sunday. Rest of the time we have in every week is work week for us. We must be at work because the need in our country is far greater. We've been spending so many days of holidays for the last 47 years. Now it's not time for us to be on holiday. Last Christmas, this time, I was in remote Musau Island. This time I'm here. Next Christmas I'll be somewhere else. Our country needs to be connected in as far as development is concerned. And today it is my privilege to come to Daru Island one more time. But you have to excuse my delegation. We're here for a short time. We present a check, and then we will head back to the airport. And I'm flying right across from the mouth of Fly through Oriomo all the way to Weam, and then we will go and have a night rest at Bensbeck, and tomorrow we'll just fly again throughout the province and just to go and rest in Nomad River or Nomad Station tomorrow evening. This is simply because you have big potential in Western Province that has been untapped for so long. All of us have been hypnotized. There's an English word I'm using, hypnotized, by the thought that octary and gold will have abundance of money to make us all rich. Yet we remain poor and in poverty in our own land, and mostly have become lazy or unproductive and not doing anything in a land of abundance. You don't make money only from oil and gold and gas. There are many ways you can make money. Tourism, fisheries, agriculture, livestock, education, better lifestyle come out from people who are engaged in work and not people who are just waiting for octary to feed you or leaders to feed you. Today I'm here and I thank God for giving us good weather so that you can sit down and listen. From Daru, the head of this province, you can send out word to the rest of Western Province, right throughout the upstream of Fly River, deltas, and inform them we must now work. And I'm happy you've returned the Honorable Tobo Ioto as your governor, because he's a leader that Waigani can work with and Waigani understand him better. I'm happy you return also the Honorable James Donald and the Honorable Seki Agisa. Whilst we may be together in government, or for the member for South Fly and your governor with me in Pangu, but let me inform you all, they never shy away from debating on issues that belongs to the right of Western Province. You have strong leaders who fight for your rights, and when you throw in the Honorable James Donald on top, they have a formidable combination. It is because of their leadership that I am here today with you. As national government, we set the vision and the vision is correct. Our vision is in the right place. We want to make our people and our country rich. What's wrong with leaders dreaming that their people and their country must be rich? When I talk about our country becoming rich, the so-called educated who are doing nothing in Port Moresby and sitting on Facebook, they criticize me. But it is the national leader's dream to dream that his people must be rich, his country must be rich. What's wrong about dreaming like this? But leaders dream and set the national vision. The provincial government, the district, the public servant, the LLG, and the people, including contractors, you must make it happen. My job is to set the vision and allocate the resource. When the resource comes to you, whatever comes to you, do it to the best of ability within the size of the resource envelope that comes to you. Anything else, you add on it. Little comes, you work, more will come. And today I stand here not as just a government with vision, but we're starting to deliver. You will hear me. Sometimes next year I will be able to drive from Kingo on Seal Road and some part Seal leading into Tari-Pori, and I will drive all the way and I would have crossed Sepik, the headwaters of Sepik River, and into Teleformin for the first time since no road has ever been built before for the last 47 years. We've set a vision and we are walking the path to deliver on the vision that we've set, connecting PNG, empowering our people, lifting them up where they are, so that they too are counted, and not just those of us who live in Port Moresby, not Tanin, Big Man, Big Mary, not Pinisi Mani, Government of Port Moresby, and stuff. And today I am here to ask Western Province, I am happy that you have leadership that is at set to partners. We've brought in some little money, but make it work, make it happen, and you will start to see more flowing your way, and for us to unbundle the fullest potential of Western Province. And I'd like to set some responsibilities now amongst each and every one of you before I conclude this program. Do the launch of this road construction here in Daru town, Siling, and before I bought my plane to go off to Weam and to have a look around. Your member is not just your member, he is more importantly for our country, the Minister for Livestock. He was appointed strategically, knowing very well a couple of reasons why he was appointed to this portfolio. Number one, you have big grassland. Potential for livestock is endless in not just his district or your district, but the fly and right throughout our country. Number two, the biggest beef consuming nation is right on our doorsteps. 270 million people, 96%, 97% Muslim, they consume beef and not pork and every other meat. They eat beef and we're not producing beef to supply them. They're buying their beef elsewhere. My people, if someone tells you there's a free money that will fall down from the sky, he is giving you bullshits. No free money will fall down from the sky to come to you, Western Province or Papua New Guinea. God made human beings to work the land. And I'm here today to unbundle the potential you have. And you and me and provincial government will partner, and you can make money. We appoint the Honorable Seki Agisa as Minister for Livestock so that his district can become a livestock district, oil palm district, agriculture district, as well as tourism district, fisheries district. I want Western Province to shift your mind away from oil and gold and gas, and for the time being, join me in partnering us in other sustainable revenue making potentials you have that has been underutilized for so long. You want money? Is money important? I know you are listening. Money is important. Today in modern PNG, as we go forward into the future, no longer will barter system and traditional lifestyle sustain us going forward as a country. And I speak this so that the media can also get throughout the rest of the country. Today, as we go forward into the future, it's cash economy. Cash is king. Cash controls our country. Cash builds the economy. Cash makes you become men and women controlling your own destiny and not beggars in your own land. Today I come to you, instead of spending downtime with my family, downtime elsewhere, I am still at work to signal to the country, we must be at work and not to be spending so much time holidaying and dreaming that miracle will come down from the sky. And myself and Western Province Governor and your districts will work in partnership to put money for our roads and to put money for enabling infrastructures, including accessibility to land. And you people can till your own land for money to come out. You get money in your pockets. State also benefit from the collection. You will spin to our economy, and every one of us benefit in the big run going forward. That is why your member was appointed strategically as Minister for Livestock. It may not happen right away this year. It may not happen in 2023. But the steps we are taking will unbundle the potential of Western Province in especially agriculture, in especially livestock, in especially tourism, in especially other sustainable industries like marine resource you have. And we could supply market. For you here, you face Australia down south, and you face Indonesia in west of our country. No other province has this competitive advantage. You have it here. You border two countries. You could trade with them. You already have traditional trading partnership. Now we want to commercialize so that we can modernize partnership in a big way. Commercial agriculture, commercial fisheries, commercial sustainable forestry, and of course, bring from them tourists into Daru, tourists into Western Province, and you engage from the tourism dollars. And for the youth amongst us, I will conclude with something special for you youths. We're starting to, there's a request to export over 10 to 20,000 Papua New Guineans to go and work in Australia. We want South Fly, and we want also Fly River, Western Province, to supply a great part of them to go and work in Australia. That is why I'm here today with you, my people. You are much loved by God, and for those of us who are instruments, placed by God to do work in such a time, we also here to show you, Daru Island, you're not isolated. Western Province, you're not isolated. Politics has come and gone. Pangu collected very little votes here on the island and elsewhere, but that is beside the point. We're already here to work for you. We're already here to work for you. And today we brought in to the contractor a 7 million kina check to start the Daru town ceiling. We also brought some money also to also present to the district an additional 5 million kina for him to keep and procure so that they start the Oriomo. It is in budget. Oriomo first stage, and the road will start to go and face all the way to Weam. We start this road. We brought another 5 million kina for the district to start this road. The road that will run from Oriomo all the way will run in the middle. It's called Trans-Fly Highway. It's a small allocation, but we will start to expand on it. Just like we allocated small money, and today we only 13 kilometers from reaching Telefomin. Hidden back wall has been broken already. This small money allocated, if you start to do work, you will bear results. That road must go all the way, and it runs in the middle, and you will have little roads, feeder roads, punched down to the shoreline, meeting all the Bawaturis, Bina to the village, and all the villages, Matuan village, and all the villages along the coastline, as well as go back to Mohead and go up. So we try to make connection bit by bit. This entire big, I call it the chin of Papua New Guinea. The chin of Papua New Guinea, that is South Fly, must be unbundled for agriculture, tourism, fisheries, livestock in its fullest, and that is something that we are working today. We brought this money for roads. We get these roads up and running, and then next year we've allocated already 150 million kina for a nationwide land program where we will partner you traditional landowners. If you have a land sitting there doing nothing, Lands Department will come in, partner provincial government, we unbundle this land, you are registered properly, you hold right to your own land, we find investors to come in, you own equity, part of Pangu Party policies, landowners must hold equity in all these projects, you hold equity to your project, and we start to develop oil palm, cattle, and other businesses so that we start to export. Am I right or not? All people of me, no can sit down unless we are looking for ways to partner you. And those of you who own big land, clans who own land, you know who the clans are. I want to ask the provincial government, you work to ensure that we properly identify landowners right throughout all part of Western Province. And if there are land available for us to go into commercial oil palm, commercial livestock, and other businesses on the land that landowners are willing to partner state, we are willing to pay you and give you some equity, pay accessibility to the land. You still have the land right as a land that belongs to you. It is properly titled. We'll bring in investors. And I want to today ask the Western Provincial Government, investors from outside can come later. Western Provincial Government and PNG Sustainable. PNG Sustainable, you have big money sitting around. Why don't you come and partner Western Provincial Government and our landowners and go into this big agriculture, go into oil palm, go into cattle. We grow them here. The road that we're punching to Weam will face Marape, and we supply beef and oil palm to the other side where the big market is sitting waiting for us to supply. That is the vision we have. That is the focus we have. That is why I am here in Western Province instead of spending my Christmas elsewhere. I am here to talk to you and physically myself fly over with my team from my department and planning department, have a visibility over the area. And when we go back, I will send a team back from National Department of Planning, a team from Agriculture, a team from Livestock, a team from the Oil Palm Ministry, and a team from Fisheries, a full team who will come back here, work in partnership with your provincial government so that your provincial government leads you, the landowners together, come out, we partner and unbundle Western Province into the place where I feel you should be, in the businesses that we really should be doing, instead of just waiting on Okteri to come out. Okteri is in the sunset of Okteri. And I just want to also announce your provincial government and the full PC members, and also led by the Honorable James Donald, the Vice Minister for Mining, they've made a submission for review in the sunset of Okteri. And we are looking into this review. Part of this, they've asked for tax credit projects to be locked in. We have an envelope of almost 100 million kina tax credit project. We've already started. You know, you go to Kinga, they've been traveling up and down the dirt road. The last 2 years, we said enough of that road, seal that road, and we've issued contract already. They're starting to seal the road. The big chunk of that 100 million we'll put into sealing road from Kinga all the way back to Telefomin. But some we will look into more tax credit based on the submission that your leaders has given us. From that, we will look into making sure Daru town is sealed completely, water supply come in, as well as Kinga and all the other main key government stations in this province. But more importantly for you people, I know most of you, you own land in the mainland. You go back and unbundle your land together with your provincial government and with your national government. We could get you to become businessmen and businesswomen in your own land, in oil palm, in livestock, in cacao, in vanilla, and in other crops that produces that you can get engaged in. Thank you very much for listening to me.